Most amazing value on that hoverboard that your kids and your grandkids are asking you for. This is our #1 selling hoverboard last season, back for you from Air Ride. UL listed for safety. Amazing technology in the backpack is included. We don't have a lot of these to go around, so we thought it would be really fun to do an absolutely amazing value. This was $400. It's half off for you, and it's on 5 flex as well. You get to choose your color as well. You're on the red, Bill. We do have it in black, and then we do have the gold remaining for you as well. Oh, and then we have the blue as well.
Very few in the blue. That's why we kind of have it tucked away in this bag. Because remember, the bag is included, which is a storage bag, backpack, and duffel bag, which is great with tons of pockets. But the big star, it's the Air Ride Hoverboard. Why? Because it's the toy that all the kids were talking about wanting to get. And the thing is, they were quite pricey. We were like half off, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is the best one out there. It's UL certified. The battery is safe for battery management, charging, and all of that, which we appreciate. I also like that ours comes with 2 user modes. And what does that mean? It kind of comes with training wheels. So we can all relate to the training wheel experience where, you know, we didn't want to have the bike without it first until we were ready. And so you can actually put this on beginner mode, which means it won't give you that full 7.5 miles per hour. It keeps you more of a slower clip until you're ready for the full 7.5 miles per hour, which is your standard operation mode. We've included lights, so it lights up and everything like that, which is fun. But the biggest revolution in terms of, or evolution about the hoverboards is just how they operate. And the hardest part is just standing on it. Because if you can just stand on it, you're good to go. But how do you operate it? That's the fun part. Because you think back to bikes and skateboards and roller skates, that was pedaling, that was bouncing. So the hardest part is standing on it. And if I want to go forward, I just lean forward. Subtly. How do I slow down? I just shift my weight backwards. If I want to go backwards, same thing. I just put my weight in the back of my heels and I'm going backwards, forwards. And how do you turn around? I'm starting to curl my left toes, and I can just curl that way. I'll curl my right toes and I get to go the other way. It is so intuitive. And because it's so intuitive, that's why people have gravitated to it, because it's easy. I want to go forward. I pretty much just lean a little bit forward. And that's why having those training wheels is important, because you realize how subtle it is, how intuitive it is. I don't have to lean forward a lot, because actually the more forward you lean, the faster you kind of go. So you get your comfortability with that beginner mode right away. And we include the beginner mode and the standard operation mode and that UL certification.
And the backpack, which here is the blue loaded in the backpack. If you want the blue, we have how many? 10. 10 of you can get the blue. We have the gold, we have the black, and we have the red. You get that backpack included, and there it is in the red. Bill, what are we seeing right there?
So this is just kind of how it's set up. It's kind of just breaks it down. You have your fenders and all that. You have your battery indicator and your pedals, and we'll show you all that, and the 6-inch wheels. And just really, I mean, even when you think back to training wheels, they were kind of a pain. You had to take them on and off. The training wheels built into this one, it's hitting the power button twice. It's that simple. And what's cool about this, we think of skateboards, they would go forward, they would go backwards. You see how it has this axle in the middle? That's what allows you to really pivot and turn. And then look, I'm gonna put a little bit of weight on this pedal right over here. Oh, you can tell it's not balanced. But the thing is, put a little bit of weight, and it starts to spin. Large foot pads, so your feet sit on here very securely. But one thing about that training wheel beginner mode, everyone's gonna operate it a little differently. Everyone's gonna have a different comfort level. But the biggest part about getting it today, it's that value.
Oh my gosh.
Because you can get it home and, you know, try it out and play with it. And like, I like to get onto it holding onto something. Anthony Sullivan, one of our guests here, he likes to sit in a chair and then just stand up. But I like holding onto the kitchen counter or the dining room chair, getting my bearings, and then it's like, okay. Or even sometimes people like to hold on to someone's hands until they're comfortable with it. And that's beginner mode. But when I put it onto standard operation mode, I can go 7.5 miles per hour. I mean, that is quite a clip. And the thing is, when we call it the Air Ride Hoverboard, listen to how smooth this ride is. That's how quiet it is.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, did you ever go roller skating in the house? Or like skateboarding even, and the clunking around that we had to do, it wasn't as smooth as this, and that's really where it's a nice ride.
All right, well, you were talking about that value. This is a top seller at $400, which, by the way, the blue has been spoken for. Giselle on Facebook says that she ordered it last year in pink. The pink is no longer available. So now the colors that we have available are black, gold, and red. Yes, you get the backpack included with your purchase, not at $399, $499. It's the lowest price it's ever been, and it's on 5 Flex. And take it for a spin with the extended holiday return. You don't even have to think about returning this until January 31st of next year. One more thing I'll remind you guys of, for today, if you're shopping with your HSN card, pull that out, because once you spend $99, which obviously this qualifies you for that, we're gonna take another $20 off of your purchase. So affordable today.
And that's really where it's exciting to get this home, because maybe another kid in the family got it last holiday season. But then you had one, and they had to share it. When it's at this price and with the bundle, because remember, you're getting the backpack included. It's designed for the hoverboard. It's shaped like the hoverboard. And the cool part about it is, I'm gonna try to pop this off. You can actually wear it as a backpack, but then there's actually duffel board straps on here too, so maybe just want to carry it this way.
That's cool.
It's great for carrying your charging cords, all that. Maybe if it's just for storage, we keep it under the bed, but then when you go to your friend's house, you can actually put the hoverboard on or just put the backpack on. That's included, not extra. And the other thing you have to remember, our battery has gone through all the certifications for being UL certified. And that means safety, that means better battery life, better battery management. And when you have all that, that's when you start to have fun.
Yeah, you know, I know that we talk about so much with kids, and we're saying 15 or up for children, but think about the adults. Maybe a college student who has that, they go to a huge university and they have a long way to travel from either where they're parking or from class to class. What college student wouldn't love to zoom around the campus with this?
Completely, because they don't have to put it in a bike rack. They can bring it right upstairs.
Especially
they have
with
a
the
bag
backpack
to store it in, bring it into class. It is convenient. Actually, we are calling these toys, these are pretty much commuter devices. So people can get to and from work easily. Maybe they have their duffel bag, or maybe they have their briefcase, but more importantly, it's a smooth ride, it's intuitive, and I've showed you how easy it is to operate, and that's really why people want to get these.
So I mentioned that the blue is gone. The red, we started with about 300, final 50 of the red. So the value is just the best that you're gonna find anywhere. If you're worried about a safety concern, this is the one that's UL certified, so you have that peace of mind. The bag is coming as your gift with purchase. A whopping 50% off, and 5 Flex for today means if you've been curious about a hoverboard and you just wanna try it, it's $39.99 on any major charge card.
So right there, that's our UL sticker. We love to show it off. It's right on the bottom, so you're never gonna have to see it, but you know it's there. And then remember how it's designed. There's your power button right there. How do you turn on the training wheel mode? You hit it twice, and then you're up and running. It's self-balancing, and there's that axle in the middle that really just allows you to spin different directions. Large foot pads. I love those fenders, because what I do, I like to put my feet right up against them so I'm kind of locked in and secure as I'm zipping around town. And normally, anywhere else, I would just have to carry it around town like this. But because we've included the backpack, I mean, his and hers is all protected, but we have 2 kids in the family, you can really just take it with you wherever you want. I want to make sure my headlights are facing forward, put it down, and then next you know, again, I like to put my heels or side of my feet right up against the fender, so I'm kind of locked in there, and then boom, I'm up and rolling. And remember, the hardest part is just standing on it. And if you're like my mom, who for the longest time, she was like, you know, you're not ready for a skateboard, you can't. I'm like, Mom, come on, I want one, I want one, I want one. I had to convince her, I had to borrow my friends and show her, look, I can do this, da-da-da. That's why it's great to get it home. Try it out. If your kid is not ready for it, or you think they're too soon for it, you can send it back. But that beginner mode, you realize you have that safety built in. And then also what's great about it too is maybe the niece and nephew come over and they're like, I want to give it a go, I want to try it. You put them on beginner mode. So they don't have to operate it like the 15-year-old in the family. So that's where you have that peace of mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it's so incredibly affordable, with that extended holiday return through January of next year, get it home and try it. Have some fun with this one. Have some fun on Thanksgiving and over the holidays. And if you don't love it, please send it back for a refund. And again, you have to January 31st to do that. But here's how easy it is to get this home. Half off. This was $400 last year. It's $199.95. It's on 5 Flex just for today, so it's $39 and change on your charge card. Battery life. Tell us how that's going to work.
So the battery life actually depends on kind of the terrain and the weight of the user, to be honest. So if you're going uphill a lot, it's not going to last you as long. Battery life is about 3 to 4 hours, which is great. And they say up to 9 to 12 miles. in terms of range.
Wow.
And that mileage is different because, again, if I'm trying to go over grass every once in a while, or if I'm trying to, go uphill, it might eat up a little more battery. But that's just really the ease of use, because I want to remind you, standing on it, hardest part. How do I go forward? I'm not pushing, I'm not pedaling, I'm just literally going to lean forward. A little bit of lean, and boom, I'm rolling forward. How do I stop? Oh my gosh, I don't take my feet off. I just put my weight back on the back of my heels, and the same thing with going backwards. And actually, going backwards is one of my favorites, because I could never do it with ice skates or roller skates. Could you do that? Or was that awkward flush? I felt like a duck out of water.
So you weren't doing the couple skating at the skating rink? You weren't going backwards?
No. Holding hands like this. Get 2 hoverboards, yeah, and then you could. But the thing is, I can go backwards now. I could never do it before because it's that intuitive. How do I do it? Boom. I just easily shift my weight backwards, shift it forward, turning, the exact same thing. I'm gonna put a little weight on this leg, and boom, I'm turning. And I'll crumple these toes, and what happens? I start to turn the other way. And that's where it's really it's funny, because one of our hosts, she thought it was so intuitive. She thought it was actually, if you thought going forward, you would go forward.
Okay.
You thought if you went backwards, it would take you backwards.
That's coming. That technology is coming.
We're not quite there yet.
It's just not here yet.
But the funny thing is, it is almost that simple. Where you're thinking about, okay, I want to go forward. So I kind of just lean a little bit forward, and you do it. But it's really just so intuitive, such a smooth ride, which we can all appreciate, because as quiet as it is how smooth their ride is going to be, and realize I do love, more importantly, the value is important. But still, that I'm buying something with UL certified battery, peace of mind. That I'm buying something that has the training wheels or the 2 user modes, because not all of them have it. Not all of them even have the lights. So you're ahead of the game right then and there.
All right, well, I mentioned the blue is gone. The red is about to be gone.
Wow.
Final about 30 of the red. We have the black, and we also have the gold. Your gift with purchase is that bag, which I think is the best thing, because you can, when you get to the train station or wherever you rode this to, pop it in the bag, and you're good to go.
Or just even if you need to store it in your room because you don't want your brother or sister getting their hands on it, or want to keep your cord together with it, it's great. Or take it to grandma's or mom and dad's house. It's all right here. And you see how it's shaped like the hoverboard? This is designed for the hoverboard. So it's not like, we just threw in any old bag. That's what's important about it too.
So tell us again, because there is a beginner mode on this.
Correct.
So for those of us that are like, oh, I got on those one time and it wasn't for me, this one is going to be easier, right?
Well, and that's really where it's great for any user. So it has standard operation mode and beginner mode. Standard operation is just turning it on. Beginner mode is just hitting the power button twice, and you'll actually hear a little, actually I'll pop off, you can hear it. You'll hear it beep twice. And the cool part about it is, so now it's in beginner mode.
Okay.
So now it's just simple as that. And what does that mean? It's just not gonna open it up as far. It's not gonna give you as much propulsion until the kid or until the adult is quite ready for it.
Or you can keep it on beginner mode if you want to, can't you?
Hey, that's perfectly content. That works for a lot of people. And again, it's built in. It's not an add-on. It's not an extra, get out the screws and attach extra wheels.
Yeah.
And then what's also cool about it, I feel a little more comfortable on mine. But when you wanted to try it, or someone new came over wanted to try it, I could put them on beginner mode. Because part of that is the confidence of being like, okay, wow, this is fun, this is easy, I can do this. And the next thing you know, you're out and about, you are taken out to the playground and you're zipping around. And one thing I want to call out, winter is coming and we're inside. I can't tell you how many people I've seen rolling around on these in the house.
Oh, yeah.
People setting the dining room table. You can't get the kids to help with, chores. Set the dining room table on your hoverboard. Use the vacuum on your hoverboard. I was at the gym once, no joke. The janitor at the gym was rolling around with the hoverboard, smooth as could be, picking up stuff. And the thing is, if it makes it fun and makes it engaging and it's that simple and also that nimble to be able to go around certain things, that's where it's gonna get used. It's not just gonna sit in the garage.
So in our final couple of moments, David on Facebook is asking how long to charge?
A full charge, about 4 hours.
About 4 hours, so that's phenomenal.
If that,
we were showing you the item number. We do have all of the safety equipment that you need, the helmet and all of that available for you on hsn.com. Remember, when you pick this up today, you're also getting the bag included, so you instantly can pop it in the bag when you get to where you're going. We talk so much about the safety being that UL certification or having that UL certification, but let me talk about the value in the last moment, because this is a top seller at $399.95. You're doing a great job job, Bill.
I'm trying.
$199.95. My goodness, it's the lowest price that it's ever been, still with that bag included. 5 flexible payments just for today. If there are any of these remaining, which I know the red's gonna be gone, the blue is gone, that'll leave the gold and the black. And if there's any of those remaining tonight at midnight, those flexible payments go away as well. So shop risk-free. I almost said 30-day money-back guarantee, which is what we normally do, but our extended holiday return means you have until January 31st of 2019. So even if you want to get this, you know you're getting a hoverboard and you want to shop around and see if there's a better value, which you'd be hard-pressed to find. Make sure you're shopping for one that is, of course, UL listed or UL certified, and you'd find that you want to return it, you absolutely can. That's so important to know.
And that's why you shop at HSN, because of that peace of mind as well. Because, you know, if you do find it at a kiosk in the mall, are they going to be there in January? We aren't going anywhere. We're going to be here.